And last time didn't actually matter as Briar. Okay, Beryl. Is that actually happening? Surely not.
Don't think so.
It's Rammus.
Okay.
It's gotta be Rammus. All right. Okay. Doesn't care about that. Hopefully Bulldog can make up for it by being able to do big damage. Let's jump onto the Rift for game number 2. Extraordinarily loud this evening as Quantum Freaks, they're doing it again. Level 1 of an Ashe. Often pretty good as BDD able to surf his way out of there. Full information given over to KT here. And they are just going to park themselves in the enemy jungle.
Kyoshik gets a ward. That's some significant information that they will have now going into this.
Yep. This Rammus skin is very cool though. Has a lot of things going on. I'm generally a King Rammus enjoyer myself, but players don't often use that because you just can't get it anymore, really.
Yeah.
As Bulldog down to about 400 and is going to get shoved in here by BDD's Talia at the beginning of this. As Beryl and Deft, yeah, it's going to be really quite difficult to stand your ground in this lane, as heal is going to be used just to try and get them back towards these minions to at least get some experience.
Yeah, it does give them a pretty big health advantage, but it's still the range that's the main issue. Before level 2, Deft can't really use his passive, so...
and Cuz just not going to give away that he has a ward there, as BDD finding a threaded volley on top of Bulldog. Not really the greatest of times for Bulldog right now, as Deft getting chunked under the turret. Bull utilizing that massive range as Cuz waiting for Kyoshik here as defensive ball curl, trying to get some work done, but really not working at all as Ghost going to be used, and yes, pretty shocked.
It's also really good that BDD has that there, so he can know that the Ashe is on the roam.
Yeah, well, here is the bouncy ball. Coming after Cuz and Dudu. BDD picks up the aggro of this Bub, as that's a decent little charm that's going to connect. Kyoshik just trying to soak as much of this as possible, and it's working. Perfect will turn up, and Cuz just has to get out of there. Does Kyoshik know how to take damage? I guess not.
He's not really aware of outworks. He's like, I guess I can just keep walking towards them. They can't hurt me.
Yeah, there's another taunt to come through here as BDD not able to find the seismic shove, but Bulldog does have to dash to get himself out of the way with the Spirit Rush. And Cuz is now having to walk away. Looks like Kyoshik is going to be able to deny this Raptor camp. Pushing power for the Caitlyn, absolutely fantastic as Deft dashes on in. Bull is going to stand his ground though, as Bubble is decent. Quantum has to use that barrier once again as they chase them down with the heal. Beryl just standing in the way so that these volleys don't connect. That is a lot of damage.
As if he doesn't, that's a kill. And Kyoshik going to get pushed onto here on top side. Bulldog roaming up with the Spirit Rush.
Yeah, all 3 of those dashes used just to get over here, and the charm will connect. Kyoshik just gets himself out though, and he is just gonna just slam his way out.
The Blast Cone rock synergy with BDD there as well.
No, it's like he also kind of is just a Blast Cone, is now All Out going to be used, and yeah, he is indeed All Out. As Cullen going to be used, as Deft will be able to clear out the wave. And all right, we saw him. Is the slam going to come in? No, he actually didn't have it. He's just going to taunt, and Deft is going to be able to help take down the kill. Still, Cuz coming on in. Deft was the one tanking the turret, so suboptimal on that front. They do manage to take the Caitlyn down, though, and we'll see whether the rest of KT are going to be able to get out. Great bubble there from Beryl to make sure that Kyoshik will be all right, and even throws him a heal. Kyoshik, he's gone real quick. Does have his boots too now completed. This turret is not long for the world, and Bull and Quantum have definitely done their job when it comes to making the money from the structures. This, though, is going to be a bit of a difficulty as Kyoshik does put up the defensive ball curl, and look at that value. Isn't that beautiful?
Quantum, he looks super comfortable on this Ashe pick, and we know how strong Ashe is, and yes, it is pretty simple to, aim an arrow at a... Okay.
Oh, if at first you don't succeed, just go back when the arrow isn't actually available. Now the culling is going to follow up. Bull is able to walk his way out, and Deft is just dead because Bulldog is going to turn up for this one. BDD's in there, and there is the ace in the hole from Bull. He's going to help lock that one down as well. Quandong Freaks, they had the cavalry ready to arrive.
They certainly did.
Although Cuz is just going to die. The flash forward was aggressive and strange, and Beryl, he's not going to die. BDD is going to be so massive after this fight. My God!
Okay, there's something happening in live. Bulldog's doing things.
Yep, BDD is taking some damages. Quantum's there as well, as BDD's going to get flashed on. He does flash the Orb of Deception, as now Quantum is going to sacrifice himself to make sure he gets that kill. And now there's even more happening. Deft able to sidestep as Bull doesn't hit. Explosive charge that it is now is just a fiery daughters. Oh god, the damage from Deft here, kind of massive. Cuz not going to be able to find the Vault Breaker, and he gets bubbled. Deft just needs one more auto, and this Vi is dead. There's the flash forward barrel. He loses patience entirely, and is just going to die. They do manage to take down the jungler, but here's the Weaver's Wall. BDD tries to look for Bull, but he's not quite able to get there. I would agree with you.
And I think, okay, Bulldog?
Yeah, not going to be able to find the charm, but they do get the arrow onto the Nami. That's fish food. And
okay.
That's a really nice pick because they have this Rift Herald as well. Possibility to open up this mid lane entirely. You can see that Rammus does want to stop it from happening. Gets a taunt onto Quantum, but the seismic shove not going to be used in time. Quantum gets himself out, and Pyosik, he is looking a bit worse for wear. As Cuz was spotted, Pyoshik's still at 50%, not exactly optimal, as now Weaver's Wall going to come down. Bulldog in such an awkward position. And there's the seismic shove, just hand-delivered to the bubble dispenser. And Beryl's going to be able to help take him down there. That's another kill going over to Deft. They will lose their outer turret in mid lane.
On the flank, he might be able to get straight into this back line and make magic happen. Cuz already here for the contest.
Yep, teleports coming in all over the place, as that is going to be the steal for Cuz. Fantastic work. Now Bulldog makes his way into the back line, and that is going to be a dead Talia. The priority target absolutely is now the Soaring Slam, trying to get Pyosik out, and Ace in the hole just really doesn't do damage to a Rammus.
Yeah, no, and the flash attempt there to follow on Blast Cone for Bulldog was optimistic at best. And so his flash is now down. Pyosik will escape.
Yeah, Deft is just dashing on top of Cuz here. Wants to block the Vault Breaker as Charm connects, and Perfect not exactly too worried, although it does do a fair bit more than I was expecting. Good.
Yeah.
7-7 is going to be the kill score, though, and really not a whole lot in it. All right, let's see what the kitchen sink does to Pyosik. And it looks like it does actually take him down, as now Bulldog dashing forward. Pyosik is obviously just going to survive. Quantum in trouble as BDD not quite able to land the last few shots. Finally, Deft is going to start getting this work done. Quantum almost survives. Once again, Beryl has to flash in to get work done.
They threw the kitchen sink at him, and it still wasn't enough, actually. It still, in fact, it wasn't enough to kill him. He gets away, and KT turn on it. TP to come through.
Yeah, now Dudu could be in a whole lot of trouble. Teleport from Bulldog as well, as both mid laners coming down. It's just solo laners only in this moment, as the threaded volley not really finding the mark, as Deft is going to turn up even though he wasn't necessarily invited. And the rest of KT are all here. And Pyosik, yeah, he is just an orb of destruction.
To trade down would have definitely been worse if he didn't.
Oh, let's watch the gameplay. Let's watch the mechanics.
Wait for
Walking.
the R.
그냥 공 쓸게 나.
There we go.
He said, I'm going to use my ult.
Yep.
And he used
빠지면서 빠지면서 천천히 해봐.
it. He's like, all right, just back out as in play it slow. And
잘해봐.
I don't know, I mean, it's like
잘해봐.
basically do your best, like.
Yep, good luck, guys.
나이스.
I'm out.
It's really funny. Like it's crazy how much damage he's gonna do here. Like, watch this.
Yeah, oh my god, okay, Cuz, he dives in. They are able to take down said Lucian, but Bulldog not going to be able to do too much more. He's going down so incredibly low. Pyosik continuing to tank everyone, and this time KT don't have the follow-up. And so they lose 2 in the fight. Or whether KT are going to be able to find this turn angle. There's Bull making his way out of the brush, and they've got a little bit of a wraparound here as Tidal Wave's going to come in. Bull, he was on the wrong ledge, and there is the ball. It just slams down on top of them. Bubble is going to be there for the connection. The layering of CC is so good, as cease and desist is just not going to be listened to whatsoever. KT do not do that. They do not stop. They just continue, as Bulldog is trying to deal with Perfect, who is extraordinarily tanky. That was a phenomenal turn. And so unfortunately, the Caitlyn not really getting too much done. And right now, you know, when you're like 2 and a bit items, it is the most awkward time for a Caitlyn. You just don't really do that much. You want to wait until ultra late game or something like that. As now Pyosik possibly going to get charmed up, and is, and okay, another kitchen sink going to be delivered. This time, they kill him. Yeah. As Quantum now just going to get engaged on by Perfect. So cease and desist going to be utilized, but now Cuz is very far away from the rest of his team and will just be absolutely zapped by the rest of them. KT now turning their attention to Dudu, and it's just 2 split. The Tidal Wave stops them from being able to follow up altogether, and now Bull is trying to deal with a BDD who is able to throw so many more rocks than her bullets can handle. And now Quantum, he's going to get slammed into one more time. Bull taking more damage than he's dealing. Pyosik presses his defensive ball curl button, and the Caitlyn kills herself by shooting him.
Pressured by Deft and then blown up by Deft all this game long. He's several levels down on Barrel.
Someone needs to tell Bulldog that that is not his home. That was his home in the last game. As he's going to go golden underneath the inhibitor turret. It's his favorite one, and that's where he's going to die. Dudu now going to at least be able to get a turret back here towards his top side. Really starting to hurt. Thankfully, they do make their way out of it majoritively.
It's hard for Kwangdong to come back in this game just because they have no map control, and with the support that's this squishy and this far behind, and Vi, who doesn't have great follow-up in this comp anymore since Caitlyn's just been trapped in the trough, it's really tough. I mean, Pyroshik, does he care?
No. No, Bulldog ran out of spells, and so therefore he stopped taking damage. Dudu finds the backline, though. Maybe they care about that, but the massive slam is going to come down. They get rid of Dudu. Deft is still alive. He had that Bloodthirster from earlier, and it worked out so well. Quantum will fall the double tap to get rid of the Ahri. A teleport of about 1.5 meters for Perfect. They'll take down these inhibitor turrets, and I think KT are looking to just say goodbye to this game.
I think so. They just have such a huge lead here, and these turrets are going to disappear before the might of Deft.
Oh my goodness. All right, Bull is underneath, is in his fountain, but is just going to be unceremoniously slaughtered. And Deft, he claims that kill. That's his 12th of the game. Absolutely gigantic performance on this Lucian. Couldn't have done it without his hedgehog in the jungle. Pyroshik's Rammus, what an absolute joy. But over 1K DPM
Yeah.
on a Lucian in a 30-minute game.
Yeah.